here today. Okay, so please, if you are available, please kindly show your reaction. And then, based on what I said, I'll be expecting your question while I continue the topic I'm going to be discussing today, which is how to turn skill into monthly income step by step. The step you need to follow in order for you to turn the skill that you have gotten into monthly income, or even if you want to turn it into weekly income. How do you go about it? The steps you need to follow, those are the steps I'm going to be listing out for you so that you can actually use one of these that you are going to be learning from this to implement it in your skill that you have gotten in order for you to start making money online, either monthly or weekly, depending on what you want to make it on. So let me quickly, just give me a few minutes. Let me call on to others so that they can join. And while I proceed, talking about how you can actually turn your skill into monthly income. If you have a question, like I said in my community, that you should drop your name, your APS code, and then drop your comments in the comment section. Your question in the comment section, I'm going to be giving answers to them while I continue my conversation. Okay, so if you are watching me or you are available, you can just easily drop your name, drop it in the comment section. And if you can hear me clearly, if you can hear me clearly, you can also let me know in the comment section. Or if you are not even hearing me as well, you can let me know so that I can know how to go about it. So please kindly drop your name if you are watching me, and if you are one of my students, also include your APS code while you are dropping your name. And if you have any question, while I proceed with everything I'm going to be discussing, while I proceed with anything I'm going to be discussing, kindly also ask your question. Okay, Emmanuel, you can hear me clearly. Thank you so much for that. So, if you have any question along the line, you can easily ask the question while I give answers to them. So, I think the last live we did, some people asked a question that I wasn't able to answer because of the network. Not, no problem. You can easily re-ask the question here so that I can give it live and direct to you. So today I'm going to be discussing how to turn your skill into monthly income. I am sure some of us have a skill, while some of us have probably a business, or some of us have something that we want to offer as service or as anything that can actually make us money. But one of the problems that we are having is that we don't know how to turn that particular thing into how to use it to start making money. So that is why I'm here for every of my students and people that are also interested in turning their skill into monthly income. There are some processes you need to follow. What are those processes? What are the things you need to do first? What are the things you need to do second? How do you even start selling it? Those are those things I'm going to be discussing in this particular life. And again, like I said, if you have any question, you can easily ask me so that I can give answers to everything accordingly. So now, I'm sure some of you may be having a skill like other skills, like let's say graphic design. Some of you might have skills like video editing. You may have skills like, what type of skills do we have again? Any skill that you have online, but you want to sell it. Just like I said in my previous live, live that I did. I said, in order for you to sell your skill online, you can sell it as service. But basically, I'm going to be talking about just the steps you need to follow in selling that particular skill that you have actually gotten. That is what I'm going to be discussing today. So now the first step you need to follow before you can sell any skill online, the first step that you need to follow is to divine the problem that you are trying to solve to people. Now, when you have a skill, one of the major things that you need to do is building your profile. While building that your profile, you're not just building it for building sake. You are building it in a way that when people that are going to be buying anything from you, or people that are going to be needing your service, or people that are going to be needing anything you want to offer to them, they are going to be seeing that this your service or this skill that you are trying to sell to them, you are trying to use it to solve their problem. Because I'll tell you, for you to make this continuous or any money online, you need to try to solve the problem of people. So that's your skill that you have. You have to divine it in a way that you are going to be using it to solve people's problem online. So for example, so you need to ask yourself every time, what is the problem that I'm trying to solve for humanity? What is the problem? Okay, for example, let me use somebody that have, or can you give me one example so that just drop in the comment section so that I can know the type of example I can use and how you can actually use that thing to solve solution to them. Okay, yeah, this is good. I like this question. You said article writing. So you have article writing skill. How do you divine your article writing skill to solve somebody's problem? Believe me, people that are going to be giving you job are less concerned about the skill that you have. They don't care about that. What they care about is that how can you use this article writing skill that you have? How can you use it to solve their problem? So when you are going to be building your profile, you shouldn't focus on yourself that I am an article writer, I can write 20,000 blogs, I can do this and that. They don't want to know about you. What they want to know is that this thing that you have, how can you use it to solve their problem? So anytime you are building your profile online, what you should focus on in your bio, in your professional summary, or anything we call it, or your objective, it should be that though you have this particular thing, but you are using this particular thing to solve their own problem. Like, I am an article writer. I can write well-researched article in a way that this your particular blog that is looking for or suffering from SEO content on their blog. The reason why this your article, your blog is not ranking high is because there is no well article on your website. So this is where I come in. I am an article writer and I can actually use my skill to make sure that your business write up or everything that your business or your website needs, I can use my writing skill to make sure that it's going to be a live something. Do you get it now? So when you are trying to write your professional summary, you need to make sure that you are writing it in a way that people that you are going to be seeing it, they are going to be seeing that this your professional summary is trying to help their own business, not trying to advertise your own self. I am sure I am making sense. Do you get what I'm trying to say? When you are writing your professional summary, don't write it as if you want to showcase what you have to them. Write it as if you want to use what you have to solve their own problem. Because when they can see that you can solve their problem, that is when it is going to be easier for them to reach out to you to solve their problem based on what you have. So please, do you understand that carefully, or do I need to re-explain more for better understanding? Okay, so thank you so much for that. Now that you understood that one, that's the step one that you need to follow if you want to turn your skill into monthly income. Now that you have done that and everything is okay, the second step that you now need to do is now to package your skill into a service, or you package it into an offer. Now, this is one way which you can actually make money online. You remember that you've already defined yourself on your, let's say, on your profile on Facebook, on Instagram, or anywhere you've tell people about what you want to offer them. Now you are going to turn that particular skill that you have. You can either package it into a service. How do you package it into a service? That is where you just build your portfolio, which I'm sure every of my students should be aware of that. So how do you now package it again into an offer? I'm sure one of my students that have gotten my guide, The Magic of Four app, that is an example of packaging somebody's skills into a product or an offer that you can give out to people. For example, you know how to write article perfectly. What are those things you need to do to package it into an offer or to package it into a product? I'm sure you can all use ChatGPT very well. And I'm sure you can use paraphrasing and all other tools that we use to write an article. I'm sure you can use Google Documents, and I'm sure you should be able to use Canva. So now these are the tools that you only need in order for you to package that skill that you have into a product. How do you go about it? I remember when I wanted to write that The Magic of Four app in 2023. Yes, it should be 2023 if I'm not mistaken. When I wanted to write that guide, I was just thinking, just looking, just like normal me. I was like, okay, I have this skill now. And I have started seeing people, one or two people that are giving me, why can't I turn this particular thing into a product and sell it to other people that will be needing it? Because a lot of people will not have access to you to teach them directly. Some of them may be needing your own package to just use it directly. And that was why you see a lot of people create course and just set it out. So if you cannot have the ability to create that course, that bulky course or anything, you can just create something with guide, with Google Documents, or even ordinary Canva. With your normal designing, basic designing skill, you can just create something. How do you create it? Just go to ChatGPT. Once you get to ChatGPT, it's very, very easy to create. Generate your table of contents based on what you know. You can do it by yourself, and you can use ChatGPT to do the idea. When I was writing the book, The Magic of Four app, I didn't use any ChatGPT. I wrote that particular guide for good 4 days. 4 days. I was just thinking, okay, this one, I know this one. Then I included it in the guide. Then I put everything step by step for better understanding of people that are going to be getting it. Which from that time till now, what I only do on that book is just to upgrade some little things that I've learned more in order for you to get more information. So how do you now do that? Go to ChatGPT, generate the table of content, then use your own English, use your own method of teaching. It's not compulsory that you do your video. You don't need to put your video there. Just write everything in a way that people will read and understand. If you cannot create video, you can easily add pictures of what you are saying for people to get or understand. So just keep that particular picture there according to what you want to teach them. So just highlight everything accordingly. Write it from the beginning till the end. Once you are done writing it with your Google document, or if you want to use Canva, any of the two, you can use it to write. Once you are done writing it, the next thing you now need to do is just to save it as document. After saving it as document, go to Canva to design a flyer based on what you have just written that you want to tell people. It is your knowledge. Anything you package that is valuable, so far you can advertise it in a way that people will see that this thing is valuable. They will definitely buy it, irrespective of the amount you sell it. You will definitely make money online. Package it very well. Once you package it, if you don't have money to give to graphic designer to design a very good cover for you, try to look YouTube, watch how some people created their back cover. Create your own to back cover. After creating the back cover, put it at the first page of your book. and then put it. I'm still going to tell you where you are going to be putting the second one, but put it first at the first page of your book, the second page of your book, let it be your like table of content, the third, the fourth, the fifth, just highlight. It's not compulsory that you write bulky something before you can make money online. You can write something of 20 pages, something of 15 pages. So far, things that are in that particular guide or book that you are creating is something that is valuable based on the skill that you have, people will definitely buy it. Just make sure you don't sell something that is not worthy. Because if you sell something that is not worthy, it's going to bounce back on you. People will not trust you anymore. But when you can create something that is valuable, even if it is 3 pages or 4 pages, so far that thing is going to be helping somebody that have bought it. You have the article writing skill now. You want other people to also have it. So how you understand the article writing, write everything down step by step in a way that somebody that did not even have the skill before, when they read it and they follow the instruction in your guide, they will definitely gain something. So when they gain something, you have passed value from one person to another, and your money is not a waste. I hope you are getting it now. So once you are done creating that particular guide, the next thing you now want to do, we have used ChatGPT or we may not use ChatGPT. We have just created our book and we have designed our book cover. So the next thing, save it as documents, keep it in one side. You remember I'm still talking about packaging your skill or packaging your offer. Anything that you have, you want to package it into a product that people will buy from you. So after you have done that, the next thing you now want to do is to go to this particular website called Seller. I'm sure you should know where Seller is all or what Seller is all about. So please kindly type it in the comment section. Let me know whether you know the seller that I'm talking about. Can somebody type the seller I'm talking about in the comment section? If you have heard about seller before, please kindly type it. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, that is the seller that I'm talking about. SELAR. You just put .com in front of it. So that seller is like an e-commerce website that allows people to sell their digital products. I hope you are getting it. Now you have a skill. Oh. You can either sell it as service, but I'm not going to selling it as service today. I'm going to selling it as a product. And we have created a product with Google Documents or with Canva. We have designed our book cover. Then go to this seller.com. That seller.com is like an e-commerce website that allows anybody that have a skill or anybody that have a knowledge to package their knowledge into a digital product. Then they paste it on that seller. How do you register on seller? It's very, very easy to use. Just tell them you want to publish digital book, then they'll tell you what is the name of the book. Put the name of the book that you are publishing. Name the book something that when people see that particular book, they will definitely buy it. If you name it as how to write article step by step, if what you have written in that book is truly how to write article step by step, when you start advertising, people will buy it. So what I'm trying to drive right here is that whenever you are trying to publish any book or create any product, make sure that name is catchy enough and make people feel curious about knowing what is inside that particular thing. Because if people do not feel curious about it, nothing will move them to buy it. But when people feel they need to learn this particular thing, trust me, they will definitely buy that particular thing. So now put a heading that is very, very okay in your book. Once your heading is okay, then the next thing you want to do is they are going to ask you if your book have a subtitle. You put a subtitle. If it doesn't, if it doesn't have a subtitle, you just leave it like that. I hope you are getting. Now that you have done that, the next thing you now want to do is to include your price. Now, this is where this comes in. Putting your price in your book as a complete beginner, please don't be too eager to make plenty money. Just try to put something reasonable, something you think that people that are like you that also need money online can easily afford. At least when you start growing, you can now start putting 20,000, 40,000. When you have acquired a lot of knowledge and you are packaging a lot of things, then you can do that. But as a beginner that you also want to make money with that skill that you have gotten, packaging it into a product, what you need to do is to now what you need to do is to put a price that is easier for a lot of people to buy from you so that you can make money. People that are buying it can also gain something from you, and the both of you laugh at last. You get it? Don't do something that when people buy from you, they'll be sad at you, they'll be feeling bad at you. Do something that when they buy from you, they'll be feeling happy to want to buy more from you. I'm sure every of my students know who I am. They know that when they bought one thing from me, they always feel like buying another thing. Like I said, if I want to create another trend, people will be willing to join because the first one you join, you've actually learned a lot. You would want to like learn more, learn more, learn more. So that is why you need to put a reasonable price that people that are going to be buying your product are going to be really getting the value for what they are paying for. So now, once you have put your price there, once you have put your price there, the next thing you need to put is to put the category of your book. Where is the category of your book? It should be category that is similar to your niche. So that is that one about that. After that time, then you upload that your document. That document we created with Google Documents, or we created with ChatGPT, or we created with Canva. Just upload it inside your seller. Once you are done uploading it inside your seller, the flyer that I said you need to pay graphic designer for, or the one that you have created yourself, you may pay graphic design to do that flyer of your book. It's not the flyer that you're going to be using to advertise. Oh. This is the flyer of your book that people are going to be seeing on seller before they buy that book. So that flyer too, just like your title that I said, it must be catchy enough. It must be making people feel curious. Your flyer too must make sure that people that are going to be seeing your flyer, they are immediately they see the flyer, they are willing like, let me buy this thing, let me buy this thing. So that is why it's necessary you pay a graphic designer to design your flyer for you. But if you can't afford to pay a graphic designer, it's still very simple. Go to YouTube, learn how to create a catchy flyer. You can even tell them, put the prompt. Some people might have created that flyer before on YouTube. They will show you how they've created it. I didn't say you should now copy and paste. If they created something for you, please take note of this thing online. Whenever you are copying anything online, don't do copy and paste. Copy in order for you to get an idea. Use your own creativity to re-strategize that thing that they've done, because that is the only way you can get good results. If you copy somebody's thing and you paste it, the person can sue you. That thing may be copyrighted, and when they dictate, they can easily ban your account, do anything for you. So that is why you don't copy anything online. Copy something, use your own idea to change what you have copied to something new that looks very, very unique. So watch video on YouTube on how to create a flyer, then create your own flyer on that book, then paste it on Seller. Once you paste it on Seller, then upload it. Immediately you upload it, your book has been published. Seller is going to generate a link for you, and that link, whenever somebody gets that particular link, they will be getting access to your book. For my students knows that whenever you are using Google Document to create any product that you want to sell to people, you don't give access. Just like people that have gotten my Magic of 4 app, you know that it is only when you have paid and when you want to have access to that particular guide, that is when I give you access. Because the reason why I'm telling you this is that if you mistakenly give access, you remember that I said when you want to write for your client, that is when you give access to your client on article writing. But this time around, this is not article. This is a guide or a book that you have created for yourself in order for you to make money. If you give access on that thing, if somebody buy it, let's assume I bought it from you for, let's say, 2,500 naira, and I realize that what you have created in that book is something that is very, very okay. What will I do? There are some people that are very desperate online that immediately they see that that thing is valuable, they will sell it again to another person. The person will sell it again to another person, and then that is how they'll be selling your own hard work for free money. Some people can even give their students for free. So something that is valuable must not be easily seen online. So that is why you need to do what? You need to put access there so that anybody that pay you to buy that thing, they will need to request an access, just like the way some of my students are are currently requesting access for my guide. Let me just quickly approve this person before this person get tired of sending requests. So I hope you get what I'm saying now. Please, if you are still getting me, you can drop it in the comment section so that I can know that you are still following the process. Thank you. Okay, so thank you so much for that. So what I'm trying to say is that you are going to be giving access, you are not going to be giving access on your book. So like, for example, I hope you can see, let me try to show you what I'm trying to do. So you can see that now I'm trying to give out access to this person that wants to get access to my guide, because the person have paid for it, then that is when you should give that person access. Do seller also have request access? No, seller do not have request access. The only thing that seller do for you is that they allow you to put your document inside their website. So when you put your document inside their website, it is when people buy that thing from seller, then the person want to open that document. That Google document will now tell them that they need to request for access. I hope you understand that now, please. Please, do you understand that now? So there is something I want to show you here for giving access. Whenever you want to give somebody access, look at these three things. You can see that we have viewer, we have commenter, and we have editor. So when you are giving access to somebody that is buying your product, please always giving access as viewer. Don't give them access as editor, because if you give them access as editor, they can easily edit your guide, they can easily delete your guide, and when they delete it from their end, it's going to be automatically affecting it from your end. So that is why you should not give access as a editor. You only give access as probably a commenter if you want them to comment on your products, or you give them access as viewer so that they can only view everything that is on your product. So that is how to do that. Now that you have created your guide and then you have uploaded it on Seller, that is not all. That is just the second step you need to follow in order for you to start making money on this particular skill that we are talking about. So what is the next step? Please pay attention here. This is very, very important. You remember that the first step is to first build your profile, telling people how your skill can actually help them. The second process is now packaging that your skill into a product that people can buy. And I already listed out how you can actually package all your products now. So if you have any other question later on while trying to do your own, you can easily reach out to me. If you are my student, I'll definitely assist you. And if you are watching me and you are not also my student, you can just click on the link in my bio to reach me directly. I will definitely just tell me who you are. I will definitely help you out, because I'm willing to assist people that are ready to implement. So that is that about that. So the next thing you now need to do, which is the step 3, after you have created your product, the step 3 is now for you to build an online presence. Please, if you can still hear me, I want you to type it in the comment section. Building an online presence. Please kindly type it in the comment section. All right, so thank you so much, Umu Rayan. I said the third thing you need to do is to what? Build your online presence. So how do you now build your online presence? I'm going to be explaining that for you here. So now, you remember that we have created the product that we want to sell, this skill that you have gotten, irrespective of any skill, whether even you are a tailor, you are a barber, you are anything, and you want to create a product, you can easily create that product like that. Now that you have created the product and that thing is valuable, the next thing you need to do is now to build your online presence. You see, there are lots of places you can actually build your online presence. Okay, thank you so much, Emmanuel, as well. There are so many places we can build our online presence. We can either build it on Facebook, we can build it on TikTok, you can build it on LinkedIn, or you can even build it on Instagram or this YouTube that I'm currently making this video from. Please take note of it. When you are trying to build it, don't try to build on everything at the same time. Because when you try to build on everything at the same time, it's going to be affecting you in the long run. You need to at least focus on, let's say, two or one, the one that you feel that your audience will connect most with you. If you have a lot of people on TikTok and you are not shy, you are always creating videos, then you can easily start creating on TikTok. What are you going to be creating? What are you going to be building on? I'm going to explain that. But those are the platform you can build yourself. You remember that there is something. If you have something that is valuable and you want people to buy from you, if you do not build your profile, if you do not build your online presence, trust me, nobody nobody will definitely know you exist. And if they did not know that you exist, nobody will pay you to buy. So that is why you need to build your online presence in order for you to allow people to see that you actually have something you want to offer. So, what are those things that you are going to be posting on your online so that people can actually notice you? Number one, you may not understand how to post online. That is where you need to learn a skill called social media content marketing skill. That skill will allow you to know the types of content that you can post. But I don't want to go there. You can just jot that one down in a paper and know that, okay, this skill is what is the skill that I need when I want to start building my online presence. So now, what are those things that you are going to be posting online? Now, the first thing you are going to be posting online is what you do. Please, can somebody type it in the comment section? What you do. What you do. That is the first thing you are going to be posting on your social media. Let's now assume that I am using Facebook presently to advertise that product that we have just created. You want to start using Facebook to advertise it. So now what you are going to be posting, number one is that you are going to be posting what you do. Like, what are you doing? You want to be selling your skill, article writing skill. So start telling people about this particular skill that you have. Give them the value. You don't need to now start selling your book. Oh, please, there is a process to this thing. If you don't follow the process, you are not going to be getting the desired results. So I'm just trying to explain this process for you because you are my student or you are somebody that is willing to know the process, and that is why you are here. So that is why I'm trying to explain it for you gradually so that you can follow the same step and then get the actual result. So now the first thing you are going to be doing is to start telling people about what you do. Okay, thank you so much for that. To be telling people about what you do. How do you now know what you do? I'm sure for you to have created a product, you already know what you do now. You know what you want to offer to the public. So start telling them about your service. Just give them valuable information about yourself. This is me. I am African Prince RX. What I do is that I empower a lot of African youths on skills that can actually help them to do this and that. Just continue telling people about what you do. At least be posting maybe 2 times in a day. Okay, let's say you are a complete beginner. Maybe you can start with 1 day in a day. But in order for you to make it okay, just make sure you are passing information out to your audience. How are you going to be building your audience? I'm going to be coming to that very soon. So what I said is what to do. Post about everything that you are doing so that people can actually know that, oh, so Emmanuel now become an article writer. I don't know that he's now a writer now. Wow, this is great. Oh, some of them will start thinking, oh, so this guy have started learning this particular thing, or this man is now doing this and that. So they've started knowing you small, small. Because the reason why we are doing this thing is that when you learn the skill that I said you should learn that time, which is social media content marketing skill, that skill will allow you to build what we know as KLT, know, like, and trust. You remember now that I said when you start telling people about what you do, people will start knowing you. They'll start like, oh, this person is now posting every day. It's like this person is now an article writer. People will start knowing you. So another thing you need to be posting on your profile is something that is valuable about that thing that you have for them. If you're a graphic designer, you are a video editor, you are anything, you start posting to them values of that thing. These are the three ways you can write articles for your clients. 7 difficult things that you need to know about article writing. You can just bring them listicle topics that will be valuable for your target audience so that they can always learn anytime they read your post. If they are not learning, you should be giving them information about current happenings, about your growth, or anything that is related to what you are doing. You give them educational content. How are you going to be getting the educational content? How are you going to be getting inspirational content and all this motivational content? All those things are very easy to get. How do you get them? You can easily go to ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT, introduce yourself to ChatGPT before you start using ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT the skill that you've got, your current achievements, what you have been doing, a lot of things about you, so that when ChatGPT want to give you answers, it's going to be giving you answers based on yourself. It's not going to be giving you random answers. I hope you are getting that now. So please, if you are still getting me, I want you to drop it in the comment section that you are still getting me. I want you to drop it in the comment section that you are still getting me. Thank you so much for that. Okay, okay. So thank you so much. So now, once you have started building that particular thing, then you started giving them, okay, thank you so much. Once you have started giving them the educational content and all those type of contents that you need, then the next thing you want to do is very, very easy. So the next thing you want to do now that you have started building your online presence on Facebook that I said we are going to be using. So now on your WhatsApp account. You remember that people get connected to you more on WhatsApp than Facebook. So now under your WhatsApp, there is this particular thing that you need to take note. As you are building your audience on this Facebook, you need to build your audience too on your WhatsApp page. For you to now build your audience on your WhatsApp page, that is where you need to create a group or you need to create a community. What is that community is going to be all about? I'm going to be telling you as we proceed. You remember that we want to sell our book that we have written. That was the reason why we started building our online presence. So for you to now sell that book, you don't need to advertise anything on your Facebook, or for now, you don't need to advertise it. For you to sell your book, there is now, this is where the need of building your audience on WhatsApp comes in. Now, building your audience on WhatsApp, there are some tools that you need to know how to use to build that particular audience. And then after building that audience, there are some ways you are going to be nurturing them. And after nurturing them, you remember we want to convert them so that they can buy that particular product we are trying to sell to them. So how do you now generate all those people that your audience? How do you build them? That is where this particular thing comes in. You have to generate lead. You have to do lead generation, because you cannot get everybody from Facebook directly with that your ordinary content. That content is meant to just build your profile so that people that you want to be generating now, when they check your page on Facebook, they can actually see that, oh, this person is the person that writes this thing. This person knows about this thing that he's talking about. That is what you are building your Facebook page for. So now you want to do the lead generation. That lead generation, let me first break lead down for you. Then let me break generation down for you and then tell you how to do them. So lead is just somebody that did not know you. Anybody that is online that did not know you. So generation is you generating all these people that did not know you, just like the way you that you are watching me now. For the maybe 2 months ago or 1 month ago or even few weeks ago, you did not know me. But now, through the means of me using lead generation, I was able to get you from where you are into my own Facebook group or into my WhatsApp group. So you remember that you have also created your WhatsApp group. You want to start generating leads so that people that doesn't know you before will start knowing you and know who you are so that they can buy this particular product that we have created. Now, how do you get started? For you to generate that lead, there is something that we call lead magnet that we are going to be using to attract all those persons into your own Facebook group. So to create that your lead magnet, you just need to give out something that is very, very easy for them, something that is valuable, something that they will like. That is what you are going to be using. So for example, you can just create a template with Canva and write five difficulties five difficulties about how to sell that particular product that you want to sell or that particular skill that you want to sell. Just think of something that will attract them to want to buy, to want to get from you. That is what you are going to be creating and you are going to be giving out for them. So now, how do you now get started? So for you to get started, after you have created that thing called lead magnet, that is what you are going to use to run ad. You can either run ad with Facebook now that you have created your page, or if you want to use organic way, which I think is going to be a little bit slow. If you don't have that money to run Facebook ad, probably you've not even learned how to do Facebook ad. If you have learned it, it's an advantage for you. So I'm sure you can see there's some things that you need to learn that makes making money easier. If you don't learn all those things, trust me, it's going to be difficult for you. So that is why I tend to tell people that like, "Ah, I want to make this now to me." I'll be like, you still have a long way to go. If you can try to focus to learn and implement, at least you are still going to get there. But a lot of people just think it's easier to do without them putting the needful. So now that you have learned Facebook ad, you can just easily run Facebook ad. Once you run Facebook ad, you can just put that particular lead magnet into your landing page. By then, probably you'd have created a landing page and then tell them to get that particular thing. While trying to get that thing, there's a way we build a landing page in a way that when people drop on your landing page, before they can get that in, they need to drop their emails or they need to enter your WhatsApp group to get it. So for you that you are trying to build your WhatsApp group, we are going to be putting the link of our WhatsApp group in that landing page so that they can want to get that thing that we want to give them as lead magnets. We attract them to come. When they come, we tell them that, oh, for you to get this thing, oh, join my WhatsApp group. That is where you're going to join it, get it. People that are very interested in what you are doing, they will definitely want to get it and join your WhatsApp group. Or if you are collecting their email, they will drop their emails for you in order for you, in order for them to get that thing. So now, why trying to get it? When you give them that thing and they realize that that thing is valuable, probably in that thing, you can promise them that you want to give them an offer or you want to do another thing for them, or you are trying to host a class where you are going to be doing a lot of things. When they read it or they get it, they are going to be getting more information about what you want to do. So now that they've gotten it and you have tried building a lot of them, you have gotten, let's say, 50, you have gotten, let's say, 70 people in your group. At least think about it. You are going to be starting very, very small, like very, very small. Sometimes when you do your first, you may not get more than 10, you may not get more than 15, but the more you continuously do it every day, that is when you continue to grow. I'm sure people that are my students, when you check the member in my academy now, I'm sure you'll be proud of yourself that, oh, you are in a community whereby we have a lot of people. I'll tell you, there are some members in that particular community that started when we were just 10 members. Some of them 20 members, 30 members, 40 members, and that was why we continue to grow till where we are today. So you too starting from scratch, just have the mindset that you are going to grow. It's not going to be very quick, but with your own personal effort, with your own hard work, it's going to make it very fast. But if you do not put in the work, it's going to be long before you get to that stage. So when you start building them 10, you build them 20. While building them, you need to start nurturing them. Because if you do not nurture them, they will leave that group. I'm sure you are in my academy. If you are watching me from my students, you will notice that we do nurture you, even if not every day, at least 3 to 4 times in a week. We post some valuable content there that when you read, you get one or two value from it. So that is like we nurturing you. So you need to nurture your audience so that your audience do not leave your group. Now, take note of it. No matter how you still nurture some people, they will still leave your group. Oh. So don't, because people are leaving your group, now be feeling bad that, oh, I have ordinary 10 members, and out of my 10 members, one have left again, is remaining 9. Please don't focus about people leaving your group. Focus about getting more people to your group, because no matter how you want to calm somebody in your group, they will still leave. So the only way you cannot feel it when they leave is when you are doing the work of bringing more people into your group. So let me tell you, when one person leave my academy today, 20 person will join tomorrow. That's just the secret, because I'm not relenting on bringing more people. So the more you bring in more people, the more you continue to grow. But the more you start focusing on, one person have left my group, oh, immediately your mind have spoiled. You will not want to do more. And if you do not do more, before you open your eyes, everybody don't finish. So don't focus about people that are leaving you. Focus on how to bring in more people. So why bringing in more people? Then you need to start nurturing all those people. How do you now nurture them? This is where another skill come inside. What is the name of that skill? That skill is what? I'm sure my students should be aware of this skill, which is the copywriting skill. When you learn this skill as well, you are going to know how to nurture your audience. So nurturing them based on this particular product that we created that we want to sell to them, you need to nurture them. Just give them value about that thing. If you have created a class or a seminar or a webinar that you want to use to sell that thing, you start anticipating them on that date. Oh, next week, oh, don't forget next week, oh, you are going to be having one particular important class. I'm going to be telling you something. You remember that you want to sell something to them, but you are going to be telling them, anticipating them to that thing. Them, they don't know what you want to do. They'll just be anticipating that, oh, this person that I've gotten first value from, I think what is going to be giving me this time around is going to be much more valuable. So then you start nurturing them, nurturing them, nurturing them till we will get to that day where you want to sell that thing to them. So when you have nurtured them and everybody is anticipating, they are eager, you use poll, you use all these tools online to like talk to them. Why? Some people will be like, oh, I'm going to be waiting for this day. I cannot wait for these days. I'm sure my students that are joining even my training, you should know the way they feel, the way they anticipate before the training day starts. You can see the way I usually talk, give them energy just to get them prepared about the class, because I know I want to give them value and they also know they are going to learn a lot. So always make your audience feel they are going to be getting what you want to give them. Nobody have attended my class and feel, I did not even gain anything. Nobody in this life. I don't know, maybe, but before and ever since I started online, I'm not sure somebody entered my class and the person said, I did not gain. You will gain more than even what you paid for. So that is what I'm talking about value. You need to give them something that will make them feel they've actually cheated yourself. Because some people will be like, oh, I cheated you, African people. What you gave, yeah, I know what I gave you was actually more than what you paid for. But me doing that, know that I have better offer for you that you will definitely still pay for. Because value, when you get more value, you yourself, you will grow. Are you getting it now? So anticipate them to that day. While anticipating them, don't, because I say anticipate them, nurture them. You now feel you can just be using your brain to nurture them. Yes, you can use your brain, but when you use your brain without learning the right things you need to do, it's not going to be you're not going to be getting the required results than somebody that have gotten the article and the copywriting skill, learned the social media marketing, because there are some strategies that they are going to be teaching you that you are going to be using to nurture all those people on your WhatsApp group. All those strategies are those things you are going to be applying in nurturing them. Because if you don't know those strategies, you just be nurturing based on what you feel is going to be working for them, whereas that thing may not work for them. But when you know or you are following some strategies to nurture, you will see that they will definitely convert. So while learning your copywriting skill, they're going to be teaching you the almighty formula, which is the AIDA model, how to nurture using AIDA model. When they come in, you don't just quickly talk to them that the classes, you first give them attention. You make them feel like something is happening in this group. Then you make them feel interested in that thing. You're still going to be talking about that one anyways. Then after that one, there are so many formulas in copywriting skill that they are going to teach you on how to nurture people. So when you have nurtured them, and let's now assume today is the day when we want to sell that particular guide we created as a complete beginner. You remember the topic of this topic I'm talking about? I said we are discussing on how to turn your skill into monthly income. So you might have decided that, okay, today is on the 18th or on the 19th. I'm going to be making my first money online on the 30th of this month. Then you have started your journey from today. You have created your book. You have started building your social media platform. At least you decided that I will be posting three times in a day just to quickly build up my social. Let's assume you've learned all those things that you are supposed to learn. Then today is now on the 30th. We want to nurture them. We want to sell them. We want to convert them to buy that our products that we have created. How do we get started? So please, if you are still following me, I want you to type it in the comment section that you are still following me. And if possible, you can also drop a like on this page, on this post, so that I can actually see that you are still following. You can drop a like and then type or drop in the comment section that you are still following, so that we can just conclude how you can start selling to all these type of people. Not forgetting that we have created something on Seller, and Seller have given us the link. And today is the day when we want to sell that link to those people that we have gathered through the lead generation that we did. Whether you use it from Facebook or on Instagram to run your ad to get those people, or you have gotten them organically. So now is the day. How do you even get people organically? Let me quickly talk more, or let me just give little explanation about how you can get people organically. For you to get people organically is also simple. It's just like it's a little bit slow if your target audience are not willing to really buy that thing. I remember when I started out, before I started running ad at all, I have generated over 700 leads organically. Like people, over 700 people have joined my group before I started using ad to get more people. So how did I achieve that? It's very, very easy. So I make use of this particular application or this particular software called Google Form. I'm sure you should know what Google Form is all about. For those that do not know what Google Form is all about, okay, you can drop in the comment section if you don't know what Google Form is all about. I'm going to be creating video on that. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, you can also subscribe to my channel, so that when I drop videos on how to use some of these tools that have been mentioned in my life, you can easily learn them and then continuously use them for yourself. So I made use of Google Form. And then after making use of that Google Form, what I did with the copywriting skill that I had, I created a short, is it a short advert something, using the AIDA model to allow people to click on that particular form and register their name. You remember that I said when you want to use adverts using Facebook adverts the other time, you are going to make use of landing page to get them into your WhatsApp group. But for me, because I did not have money that time to start running ad, what did I do? I made use of Google Form to allow them to click on that form. People that clicked on that form automatically, then they will join my WhatsApp group. So that was why I used them. I built it. So now the day has come. How are we going to be selling these our products to them? Now, please pay attention. It's just first step that you are going to be following in selling this your product to them. These four steps are very, very important to follow. When you follow those four steps, it's going to be easier for you. And there is something you need to take note, and they would have told you about selling process. For you to sell something online and for you to get the desired results that you want, let's assume you want to sell something of 50 naira to 100 people. The the truth about online is that when you have 100 people in your group and you want to sell 50 naira something to them, only 10 of them will buy. You see those 90, they are not going to buy you. They are not going to buy. Only 10 of them are going to buy. So that is like the maximum of people that will buy. It's now depending on your work again. But that just shows you that if you are going to be selling something to a lot of people, just put it in your mind that only 10% is going to be buying. Then you need to generate more than your expectation. So if you need, let's say, 20 people like that, instead of you generating 100 people into your group, then you should know that you are going to be generating 200 people into your group. So if you want to sell for 50 people, you should know that you are generating 1,000 people so that you can sell to 50. So those are the strategies that you need to learn online. Those are those things that nobody will be telling you on this online space unless you learn them. Although some people give it out some free to get some people, it's just a means of getting people as well. So when you have that mind, and let's say you have created hundreds of them in your group, and the day has come, you want to start selling that particular guide that you have created. Now, you remember that if you did not nurture them well on that particular day, only 70 people will be online. But if you have nurtured them very well, at least let's say 80 people will be available for the training. Maybe 20 people, their battery might have died or they are having one or two issues. So out of those 80, you remember that what? It's only 8 that will be buying now, not even 10 again. So how do you get started? Now, getting started about what you want to sell to them, you are going to be starting from the attention part of it, grabbing their attention, making them feel, I don't know whether it is agitation or something, making them feel more curious about what you are trying to sell to them today. Make them feel so much interested, more than the way you have been nurturing them that day. Like, oh, this night I'm going to be revealing this secret for you, and you are going to definitely enjoy what I'm going to be showing you. A lot of people be like, oh, I cannot wait. Let's get what. So once you have started with the attention part of it, then you make them feel interested. How do you now make them feel interested? You don't now tell them that come and buy what. That is not how to make them feel interested. Making people feel interested, when you learn copywriting skill, they will explain more better. But let me just give you the summary about it. Making people feel interested about what you want to sell to them is just you telling them the benefits of what you want. You're not going to be revealing that thing, oh, just the benefits of that thing. How that particular thing you want to sell to them is going to be helping them, not going to be helping you, going to be helping them. So you are going to be listing out the benefits and explaining the benefit depending on the hours of your time. If you have long hours to do the live or to do the something, you can spend more time. But if you are using just short time, just list out it for them and make them feel interested. So once they felt interested about that thing that you are trying to offer to them, by that time, out of the 80 that are online, maybe 50 will be online. Some people, even you give them the attention part, they are not more interested again, or maybe your phone to have died. So it's remaining 50 of them online. Remember, out of 50, how many people are going to be buying? Just 5. So this is where you now need to secure all these 5 very well, all these 50 very well. So after you have made them feel interested by highlighting the benefits, telling them more about what you want to sell to them, oh, this thing that you are going to be getting this night, you don't expose that thing to them, because when you expose it to them, some people may not be interested. Some people may just feel like, oh, is this thing that this person, don't reveal that thing to them for now. Just call it maybe anything, give it a name. This thing I'm going to be revealing, these are the benefits. It's going to be allowing you to know how to write for clients. It's going to be making you to do this and that. If you're a graphic designer, what I'm about to reveal to you, you will see that you'll be able to design like a pro, get the benefit of that thing, and explain those things to them. Once you have explained those things to them, then the next part of it is to go to the desire part by telling them how that particular thing, you are going to be telling them how that particular thing is going to be making them feel after they have gotten it. You make them feel as if they already have that thing in them. Then you tell them, okay, you don't even think about it now that you now have this particular client, and then the person now said they should write this article for them. Think about it. After you have gotten this thing that I want to sell to you, and you can now write to them easily without even stressing yourself. People will be thinking in their mind. People will be thinking in their mind. Okay, thank you so much, Emmanuel, for that. People will be thinking in their mind that, oh, I've already acquired this thing, I've already gotten this thing that this person is talking about. So this is how this thing is going to be helping me. So you make them feel so much desire as if they've gotten that particular thing you want to sell to them. Then by that time, maybe it will be remaining 40 people, or there would have been 60 or maybe 65 by then. Maybe some people might have joined back, or some people, do you understand? So by that time, the next thing you now need to do, After you have made them feel so much desire in it, then you just introduce that product that you created on Seller. You introduce it to them. While introducing it to them, there is this thing that you need to add to it. If you just introduce it to them, you may not get people to buy it again. That is why I said it's very important to learn a skill before you do all these things. A lot of people have tried it several ways without learning the skill because of the strategies that people have given to them. They have used it at least instead of them to get the five or the six or the people that are supposed to buy, maybe one or two will be buying. But when you use this strategy that you are going to be getting from all these skills that I mentioned, you will definitely see that more people will definitely change. So while you introduce that product to them, you need to now include some copywriting techniques, which are urgency and some other techniques. You're going to be including it to that particular action that you tell them to take. You see this link that I'm dropping, when you click on it and you buy that particular product, I am only giving out this product to so amount of people, depending on the technique you want to use. You can tell them it is only two persons that you want to give in this group. You remember that there are 50 in the group, and you are now telling them there is only two persons you want to give, or two people, or three people. Think about how other 47 people will be thinking that, oh, I must be part of them. I must be part of them. So when you give them, use those techniques for them, or you tell them that it's limited offer, like you limited time offer, like let's say this thing is going to be closing this night. If you did not get it this night, you are not going to be getting it again. The offer is going to be. You see that a lot of people will feel like they also want to get that thing. Trust me, immediately you drop the link, you can just go and sleep that night. Go and sleep that night. I know that, trust me, you are going to be getting at least 1 naira from online using all those process that I have mentioned. So you see, this strategy is just one strategy that they introduced some people to on affiliate marketing that time. And that was what a lot of people used during affiliate marketing to lure a lot of Nigerians into buying affiliate marketing products. And people that bought the product, they were not exposed to all these strategies. And that was why a lot of people got stuck and started shouting affiliate marketing is a scam because they cannot withstand the process. So these are the process. When you follow everything that I've said from the beginning till the end of this particular live section, and you can actually implement it just like the way I've said it, trust me, there is no way online that you will not make money. You will definitely make something, even if it is not million, if it is not thousand, if it is not naira, you will make something on this online space. So you remember that there are a lot of things you need to do. So just follow the process, just like the way I have said it. If you do not understand some parts, you can try to listen to my live again or fast forward it to where you want to get. Just follow the process accordingly. Try it and give me the feedback, probably in my DM. Give me the feedback. If you are not my student, you can drop it in the comment section, and I'll be willing to definitely hear from you. So thank you so much for this. So if you have any question, I'll still be live to wait for your question while I do some other things. So thank you so much for now. So if you have any question, you can easily drop it in the comment section. So immediately I see your question, I'm going to be giving answers to all those questions. I'm going to be giving answers to them. So I'll be expecting your question anytime you have listened to this. Thank you. Okay, so you said that as an article writer, what are those things? Okay, so you said that. Okay, you said that as an article writer, can I write a project for university, and is it only university students that write a Okay, let me start from, is it only university students that have write a project? No, it is not only university students that write a project. A lot of people write a project depending on what they are doing. So even your clients that will be giving you article writing job, what they target as projects. That is what they call it. And that was why you can see that final when you were in my training as well, what I gave was final project, because we use the word project for work, like any more of writing jobs, we call it project, or anything that is sha. So that is what I know concerning that. So a lot of people write projects, even people from PhD, this thing, they write projects. University students write projects, polytechnic students write projects. So everybody majorly we write anything that is related to writing job. I think it is project, anything related to writing job. Because if we are writing a proposal as well, even if it is business proposal or any proposals, they tag it as project. So that. Now, back to said, as an article writer, can you now write a project for students? Yes, as an article writer, you can actually write a project for students, but there is a clause in writing the project for students, because every tools that we are going to be using to write the project, you already have everything. The only clause that is there is that you don't know the format of writing a school project, which is a university project. As you know that writing an article is just something that follows four steps: introduction, body, frequently asked question, and conclusion. But that is not how we write university projects. University project entails of 5 different chapters. Chapter 1 is carrying something. Chapter 2 is carrying some things. Chapter 3 is carrying some things. Chapter 4 is carrying some things. While chapter 5 is also carrying some things. And I'm sure that the chapter 5 is where the conclusion and recommendation is. The chapter 1, background to the study, statement of the problem, hypothesis, and all those things. Those are the things in chapter 1. Chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4 is the analysis of all these things that you have been. So, how do you write a project? I'm just going to be giving you hints, because you can only write a project as an article writer when you learn the format of writing it. If you don't learn the format, don't try to do it. Don't just try to do it. Just like somebody that did not learn article writing that want to try to write an article. When if you submit, your client will dictate that you don't know how to write it. So it's not anything you don't know. You learn to know it. When you know it, that is when you can offer it as service. But with your knowledge of article writing skill, you can try to write a project if you know the format to follow. Because the only thing I will tell you that is in the project is that, just like I emphasize in my training, do not do copy and paste. What we do whenever we are writing a project is that we only make research. We make research of different articles online that people have written on that project that you want to write on. That is what we are going to be merging together to form everything in the project. But that is not all. Why merging them together? There are some external tools that we use. There are some tables that we use that make it easier, so that when you are filled in the table, you just be copying and pasting, copying. And you may not understand if you did not learn it. I'm just trying to summarize how it goes for you. So after doing all those ones, then the next thing you want to do, merge everything together. You need to paraphrase it, because what your lecturers are going to be checking out for is the plagiarism. It's very, very important. They are going to be checking the plagiarism. They are going to be checking the alignment. They are going to be checking some other important writing things that you ought to know. That is where you need to use this particular software, Hemingway. We use that one to what do we use that Hemingway to do? To make sure that we optimize our article, and then to make sure that our article is okay. That is what we use the Hemingway to do. It makes the setting and everything looks fine. So you make use of all these tools, Quillbot tool as well. You're going to be making use of them. So after you have made use of them, then structure it in a way that they will definitely like. And that is not all. The chapter 4, as an article writer, you cannot do that one. as an article writer, you cannot do that one unless you go and learn data analytics. If you are a data analytics, then you can actually do that one as well. But you can easily learn it even one day, just one day. You can use it to learn it. But the only way you will not get it is implementation. When you implement it, it will be difficult for you to implement if you don't have the right tools. Because what we use to run the analysis as well is just a software, is a software. When you have those software, you are going to be bringing in your dependent variable, independent variable. There's a way you place it in that software that will now analyze everything. So the analysis is what you are going to be putting in chapter 4, which I said you cannot do it unless you go and learn. That is why you see people that write projects majorly, they give out that chapter 4 to people that are into it, because some people online, majorly what they focus on is to focus on that analysis only. So that is what they focus on. So you can actually write the chapter 1 to chapter 3, chapter 5 as well. The chapter 4, you can just outsource that one to people and then you get your money as a writer. I'm sure you know how much students pay to write a project, although it's going to be taking more of your own time. So that is why you need to also charge a reasonable price that is going to worth your effort. I think I've been able to answer that question. Please, if I've answered that correctly, you can also let me know in the comment section, and if you have any other question as well, please, you can also ask me as I'll be willing to give answers to that. Thank you. Thank you for that. You said have answered your question that to learn it. Yeah, if you want to learn it, I can actually teach. Like you can when you check my catalog on WhatsApp, you are going to see the amount I teach people how to write that project. It's just a step by step something you can learn within 1 month. You will learn it and you remember that when you learn it and you know how to do it, you will continuously use it to make continuous money for yourself online. So, or even offline, especially even if you are a student watching me, knowing how to write it is going to be helping you a lot. Because I remember that when I was in school, I don't have this skill. Oh, I'll tell you, I learned this skill 2 months. Immediately I finished school. And trust me, I would have like made a lot of money because that time I remember that it was one of my friends that knew how to write it and he was just doing buga. Almost everybody in the class gave him the job and he collected 40,000 naira. Think about the amount he has made. I begged him then to teach me. He was like, no, you cannot understand. And I said, no, wala. But immediately I started learning very well after my school. Then I was exposed to everything. Even my lecturers now coming back like, oh, so you can do this thing. You were not, I told them I did not know how to do it that time. Oh, I just learned it now. So those are the things. So if you want to learn it, you can easily check my catalog on WhatsApp. You're going to see the amount I usually teach it. But for anybody that is going to be, if you are ready, I'm going to be deducting 5,000 from it if you are ready. I will definitely and I'll be willing to teach you. And there is something for my APS Kilobyte. You can also pay on installment. So if you have any other question, please. And for those that are still watching that are not yet to where we are on this live, you can easily watch. And if you have any question while watching, please kindly drop it in the comment section, because immediately after my live, I'll be very, very busy with another thing. And we are almost done. We are almost done. I'll just be giving a few minutes more to for others that are yet to ask their question. So thank you. Okay, so how can you get students if you are not a student and you have, you see, even if organize and you want to be selling products related to organizer or things that is going to be helping them. So far, students are online. So far, organizers who are using Facebook and they are using Instagram to chat with their one or two friends and they can see adverts. The only thing you need to first focus on to get running advert is not the solution. Running advert is not the solution. Because you have something you want to offer doesn't mean when you run ad you will get them. The first thing you need to do is that thing that I said that time that I was explaining. I said you need to first build your own profile on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere. Build it and tailor it to that thing you want to offer to them, so that when they are seeing your page, they will know that you are into this thing. When they know that you are into this thing, it will be easier for you. For example, look at me. When you check every of my posts on Facebook, Instagram, or anywhere, you will see a traces of what this person is a writer. So at least anybody that is interested in writing anything will know that this is what this person is based on, just like the way you know that I can actually do this. Do you get? So if you want to focus on it, if you want to get students to write it, it's very easy. How do you go about it? Every of your content that you are going to be posting on your social media page, firstly, before you start running ad, because it's ad that you are going to be using to bring them, no doubt in that. You can use organic analysis. So for students, you can easily get one school and tell them to start sharing. People will start sharing if they find it valuable, and you get a lot of students in your DM. But how do you get started? Your social media page is the first thing you need to focus on. How do you now start creating? You create valuable content related to project writing. 7 difficulties you face while writing your project. Number 4 will shock you. A lot of students that want to write project will do what? They will read that particular content. You just give them solution. Another content. These are the easiest way to write your project. Give them little tips about that thing that you want to offer. So when you give about, you've posted about, let's say 60 or let's say 70 content on your page, then go and run ad. Run ad using the AIDA model, something that will attract students. For example, look at one ad that I'm currently running on coppers. I said, is this the same thing article writing? No, but I want to teach corpers. How did I do it? I just target to corpers only, and I targeted where corpers are. What did I do? If you are a copper in Nigeria and you are not doing this and that, and you are so you want to write this and that, and coppers are jumping in because they see that this is what they needed. So that is how you are just going to get the attention of students. If you are struggling with this and that, don't use something generic. Don't use something from AI. Use something from human's feelings that human can actually feel it. For example, look at the ad that is currently going on concerning this my article. I don't know if you go to Facebook, you'll see it every time again. Like, are you aware that a lot of people are making money with, you know, that people will be curious that, oh, so people are making money writing on Google and I'm not writing now. Let me go and learn it too. Do you get it now? So when you write something that is, or when you say something that is valuable, or when you create flyers that get people's attention, they will definitely reach you. So when they reach you, then they will start making inquiry. You can now use the method I taught you that time. You may decide to say you want to teach them for free. People will join to come and learn. You see, a lot of students will want to come and learn it. Then when you follow the AIDA model, then you now tell them that, okay, oh, you want to teach them, oh, but you are going to be teaching only 30 students. You know, by then you might have gotten 300 or 500 students. You just say you want to teach only 30 students for 20,000 naira. Or if you want you to do it for them, they will pay 40,000. Just give them the price that you want. Trust me, you will get. To make the money online is not easy. It's only the process that people don't want to do. So with that process, you will see that if you do not get people to teach, after you have acquired this skill, you will get a lot of students that will say that, oh, please come and do it for me. Please come and do it for me. And you charge your amount. Think about it. Some people say what they do is that they, if not because I don't want to focus on it because the stress is too much for me. Me, I prefer to teach people than to be working. So if I want some people, what they do is that they will just go to, because they've built their niche around it, they will just tell one person in that school that just tell bring 30 of your friend, I'll collect 30,000 from everybody. Whereas normally they should have done it 50,000 or 70,000. But that person getting everybody at the same time, the person gets 300 at a go, and then the person will start working before their project submission. You'd have completed everything. So that is how to get all those students. Please, do you understand the process or do I need to re-explain better? Oh, I've off the mic. Oh, I just on the mic now. What did I say? Okay, I was actually thanking you guys for being patient and watching to this extent. And I'm trying to say to some people that are just joining, I'm just trying to say to some people that may be watching it after this time that want to ask question. Like I said they can easily slide into my DM if you are watching me now. Probably you are watching the replay and you want to ask any question. You can easily slide into my DM. And if you also want to learn any skill as well, just slide into my DM. Click on the link on my bio on that WhatsApp page. Click on it on the YouTube page. There is a link there. Click on it. You are going to get to my DM. Ask any question that is bothering your mind, or you tell me if you want to learn any skill that is related to writing skill and the service that I offer. So that is that about that. And again, I said I'm going to be going live again this night, if time permits me, because this night I'll be having copywriting class and I will also be having email copywriting class for some of my students. By afternoon, I will be having Amazon KDP class for people that have registered for that. So if you also want to learn any skill, just feel free to slide into my DM, as I'll be willing to help you, to expose you to some things online in order for you to make the money. I'm willing to help people that are ready to implement. So if you are ready, always slide into my DM. Thank you so much for joining, and also do have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your day. I am still African Prince RX, and bye for now.